Welcome back to Bridging the Gap, your weekly dose for practical strategies for personal growth and success. I'm Sanchita, and today we are tackling a challenge that we'll all face at some point of the time. It's called procrastination. Yes, that sneaky habit that keeps us from achieving our goals. If you've ever said, I'll do it later, or then later never comes, this episode is for you. Today, we are going to unpack why we procrastinate, how it's holding you back, and most importantly, how to break free from it. So, grab a notepad because you're about to learn the strategies that successful people use to stay productive and beat procrastination for good. Now, before we dive into the how, let's talk about the why. Why do we procrastinate in the first place? Now, here's a hint it's not because you're lazy. Procrastination often steps from deeper psychological triggers. Now, here are some of the key reasons. It could be from fear of failure, where you're afraid of not doing it perfectly, or we avoid starting at all. Overwhelming. When a task feels too overwhelmed, too big, your brain gets overloaded and avoidance becomes the default. Perfectionism. We set unrealistic standards, and if we are not perfect, we'd rather not do it. Lack of motivation. If a task does not seem meaningful or urgent, it's easy to push it aside. But can you relate to any of these? If so, stick around because I've got strategies for all of them. So now let's get real for a moment. What is procrastination really costing you? Lost time, hours, days, and even weeks can slip away while we wait for the right moment. Missed opportunities. Delays can cause you to miss out on promotions, new clients, or even personal growth opportunities. It increases your stress. Ever feel that last minute panic before a deadline? Procrastination invites anxiety and stress into your lives. It decreases your self esteem every time you put something off. You feel disappointed in yourself, and that feeling builds over time. But here's the good news. Once you understand the cost of procrastination, it's easier to feel motivated to change it. Now, let's get into the good stuff. How to actually overcome procrastination? I am going to be sharing with you 5 practical techniques that works like magic. First, the 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes to do, it is immediate. You need to do it immediately. This prevents small tasks from piling up. Second, break it down. If a project feels overwhelming, divide it into small, bit sized tasks. Instead of writing a whole book, change it to write the introduction. Set a timer, Pomodoro technique. Work in 25 minute sprint with a 5-minute break. Knowing a break is coming makes it easier to stay focused. Accountability partner. Tell someone your goal and ask them to check in on you. Knowing someone's watching can boost your motivation. Visualize your success. Picture the feeling of accomplishment you'll get when the task is done. This mental shift can give you the push you need. Which of these techniques do you think will work best for you? Try one today, and you might be surprised at how much you can get done. Now let's make it real. Here's how these techniques have worked for others. Let me tell you a story. A student who used the Pomodoro technique to study for exams and saw a 30% increase in the test scores, a small business owner who overcame perfectionism by setting daily minimums for tasks, and a freelancer who found the 2-minute rule prevented emails from piling up, reducing inbox stress by 50%. These people aren't superheroes, they are just like you and me, but they decided to act. So here's the bottom line: procrastination isn't a character flaw, it's a habit. And like any habit, it can be changed. Start small. Use one of the techniques I shared today. You'll be amazed at the momentum you create. If this episode gave you value, share it with a friend who's stuck in the procrastination loop. And don't forget to subscribe for the weekly insights on personal growth, productivity, and success. Let's bridge the gap from where you are to where you want to be. So until next time, see you. Bye bye.